Steve Morgan for Fishing Monthly Magazine's down here at Williamstown, Victoria at the Anchorage Marina. And Scott O'Hare from Aussie Boat Sales is a brave man because he's going to let us loose on the 260 centre console. It's a $200,000 top-of-the-line boat from Robalo.
Robalo are owned by Chaparral, and Chaparral are now the biggest sports boat manufacturer in America and hold market share. They're number one in the States for sports boats. They've been going for 50 years. 48 years ago, Robalo was founded in America, and Chaparral acquired them in 2000. The owner of Chaparral, a fellow by the name of Buck Pegg, he was the founder, is actually a mad keen fisherman and didn't have a solid fishing boat brand, and that's what he was looking for. And Robalo had some excellent credentials at the time. So then he basically, after acquiring it, did a full redesign and has come up with some amazing products. Every Robalo has some standard DNA features: bronze through hull fittings, tinned wire. They use Kevlar in their construction. The hulls are called Hydrolift, so they're a unique stepped hull design, which are a very soft riding hull, so they are soft and dry. They've got high freeboards. Everything has self-draining decks, big kill tanks, huge fuel capacities. Every single Robalo design is for offshore fishing. Well, we love the 260. We've actually coined the phrase Velvet Sledgehammer. This thing is 60 plus mile an hour boat, 715 litres of fuel. Huge freeboard, beautiful hull under it, really nice hull, and all of the typical Robalo fittings and fixtures. A lot of rod storage. I think there's rod storage for over 20 fishing rods in that boat. At least 6 of them you can lock away in the side consoles for your favourite rods. Big kill tanks. Every kill tank on every Robalo drains directly overboard through bronze through hull fittings. Live bait tanks huge. The whole fish prep area is fantastic. The 260 is a beamy boat. It's nearly it's 2.7 metres across, so it is an oversized load, which will mean, depending on your state rules, you generally have to have an oversized load banner, width flags, flashing light if you're towing at night time. But it also is a heavy boat if you've got it full of fuel, water, and all of your gear, particularly if it's got anchor winches and fiberglass hardtops and so on. So you're getting into F250 territory. A big four-wheel drive won't be able to cope with it. A lot of people buy these and leave them on moorings and or jetties, dry stack, that type of option. So we do tend to sell them probably more predominantly up north. But we're starting to see a little bit of interest in the bigger centre consoles down south. The real key to it is the fishing space, because with the centre consoles, particularly one that big, there is so much room for fishing. With your traditional cuddy boats, you're flat out maybe with 4 blokes in a 26-footer having a decent swinging room. With this, you could at least put 2 more people in it and still be comfortable. Depends a bit obviously on engine size and extras, but roughly 200,000. You can spend up to 220,000 and you can spend as little as 180, and that has a lot to do with electronics and whether you put the T-top, fiberglass T-top, engine choice, trailer. So the package that we've got here today is 200 on the knocker with the trailer, with electronics, with the hardtop, with twin 225 Hondas. At this stage, in order to keep pricing under control, we're looking after the Robalo product predominantly from Melbourne, from our Williamstown location here at the Anchorage. So the best place to go is the Aussie Boat Sales website, www.aussieboatsales.com.au. We do have a landing page for Robalo, but the Robalo website, factory website, is also very, very good, and that's just www.robalo.com. So if you want information, you can go to any of those places.